to be here today due to illness, right? Thank you. And do we have any public comment for this
No
matter?
public comment for the closed session.
All right, thank you. And at this time, we're going to recess the closed session. And Lena, if you don't mind covering the two items we'll be covering during closed session.
Item number 1, conference with legal counsel regarding anticipated potential litigation one matter. Item number 2, city council conference regarding public employee recruitment, employment appointment, employee title, city manager.
Thank you. And at this point, we're now going to reconvene to closed session. Thank you. All right. Okay. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Okay, we're now reconvened from closed session. Legal counsel, could we get a report, please?
Certainly, Mr. Mayor. With 3 members of the City Council being present, Mayor Argumedo, Councilmember Garcia, Councilmember Rebollo, all 3 being present, the City Council met in closed session, discussed the following items. Item number 1, city staff made a presentation, City Council provided direction, no final reportable action was taken. With respect to item number 2, city staff made a presentation, the City Council provided direction, no final reportable action was taken, and that concludes my report out of closed session. Thank you.
Thank you, legal counsel. And at this time, we're going to call the regular city council meeting to order. Lena, could we have roll call, please?
Councilmember Garcia,
Here.
Councilmember Reboyer,
Here.
and Mayor Argumedo.
Here. And at this time, we're going to move to have the Pledge of Allegiance by our Transportation Director, Mr. McPherson. And please stand for that, and please also remain standing for the invocation by myself. Thank you.
Right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Heavenly Father, as we gather here this evening, we ask for your continued guidance, direction, and your wisdom in helping us make the best possible decisions for our community. We ask this in your name. Amen.
Amen.
Here it is. All right. Lena, do you have any public comment?
We only have one for item number 8, but it's continued item, so we might want to ask if they want to speak on public comment
Thank you.
instead.
Scott Menzen? Menzen? Did I pronounce that properly? The item is going to be continued to our next meeting. So if you'd like to speak, you're welcome to speak, and that would be the time. Or if you'd like to speak when we actually hear the item, which will be at our next regularly scheduled meeting. Sure, come on up.
Good evening, Council. My name is Scott Meinson. I'm the General Manager of Sizerco Energy Solutions. You know, the work that Sizerco Energy Solutions does, it's good work, and I do hope that the city does do an energy efficiency project. The city has a lot of deferred maintenance, and there are a lot of ways that the energy savings can help pay for the upgrades that the city needs. Working on a design-build project under 4217 it's an effort of trust. You're working with a partner who will deliver what you want, how you want it. And in 2021, there was a public selection process, and it was competitive. Sizerco Energy Solutions was picked. And part of the direction that was given by council was that all of the work was to be performed by union labor. I had a chance to review the proposal from Alliance. They list their subcontractors, and it appears that one of them is not a union contractor. They list their electrical subcontractor, and I know that that subcontractor did not give a proposal because that subcontractor is a part of our team. So there are two things there that are not accurate. We've done a lot of work on behalf of the direction that we received from council back in 2021. And we've developed a project that met the criteria of what the city wanted from the direction that we were given. And because of that work, our proposal could be ready to go. Under California Government Code 4217, it states that the city council needs to make a decision that is in the best interest of the governing body. And I would ask you, since you have a different proposal, might it be in the best interests of the council and the constituents that you represent to also see a proposal from the company that you picked in a competitive process at the same time? We could have it ready to go at your second council meeting in February. And that way you would have the ability to choose. I'd ask you to consider that. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for your comments. Have any additional public comment?
No more public comment.
Okay, great, thank you. At this time, we're going to move to consent calendar. Everybody have time to review the items on the consent calendar?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, and if there isn't anybody wanting to pull an item, I would move to approve consent.
Okay. You have a second?
I'll
We have
second
a
that.
motion and a second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Seeing none, motion passes, and all items on consent are approved. We'll move to scheduled matters. Item number 5, we'll have a presentation and update from the Sheriff's Department regarding public safety. Sergeant Parte?
Didn't hear you.
Who'll be presenting on public safety? Sergeant, you're up. Thank you. Yeah. She was engaged in conversation.
Good afternoon, Mayor and Council. So today I'm going to provide you with crime stats from 2022 in comparison to 2023, what closed off. I'm going to see if we could get it a little larger for you to be able to see. No? Okay. So I'm just going to go over. So in 2022, we had 6 homicides. 2023, we had 4, which we had a decrease of 33.33%. So I'll go from current year to the previous year, just so I don't have to repeat every single year. So current year, we had 83 aggravated assaults. The previous year, we had 98, which is a decrease of 15.31%. Robberies, we had 70, so we didn't have a change there. We had 38 armed robberies and 32 other kind of robberies, which are either strong arm or fear. We had a total of 281 burglaries, 243 the previous year, which is, we had an increase of 15.64%. 23 of them were residential, 220 were from other buildings. We had other thefts, 919. The previous year was 892, so we had an increase of 3.03%. There was a total of 455 grand thefts. The previous year was 408, which we had an 11.52% increase. Thefts from vehicles, 207 compared to 256. We had a decrease of negative 19.14%. Petty thefts, we had 257 in comparison to 227. So we had an increase of 13.22%. Auto thefts, we had 410 in comparison to 496, which is a decrease in 17.34%. Arsons, we had 10 in comparison to 13, which is a decrease 23.8%. So I just wanted to provide you the stats from the previous year to the 2022, see what we were able to change a little bit and what needs improvement. I'll take any questions if you have any questions at this time.
Comments,
May I-
questions?
Yes.
Yeah,
Sure.
Oh, thank you.
Councilmember Garcia.
Yes, I would like for you, how are you doing? I'd like for you to see if you can separate, the last time we spoke, the last time we were at our meeting, I know that you said that the crime and all the other thefts and the burglaries were, you were comparing you had everything together, the Citadel, the casino, and the residence. So I was wondering if you can come back with a report to see if you can separate the two so that we can see the differences from residents and to businesses.
Okay,
Okay, and then the reason I'm saying that is because a former council member, his vehicle was stolen from his property. So I just wanted to make sure that we have some, I guess percentages to see how we can help our residents and fight crime and just, anything you can do for us. I
sounds
think-
good.
Thank you.
No, you're welcome.
Thank you. Councilmember Rebollo?
Just for clarification, Sarge, other thefts, was that the all the different things that you mentioned? That's included in other thefts?
That's correct. So that's
Okay.
a breakdown. So the total other theft number was,
That's the breakdown you were giving us?
Yes.
Okay,
just so you know exactly
what it was?
what it was.
Okay.
Because I know it's a high number, but you're wondering like, oh, other thefts. Like that, I break it down and you understand what they
Okay.
came from.
And just to add to Councilwoman's request, I would like to see what the difference is within the Citadel and the city of the Commerce Shopping Center, like what the percentages are in the thefts there, just to, because there was a good suggestion what she suggested, but I would also like to see what the difference is between the Citadel and the Commerce Shopping Center.
Okay, I could do that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sarge, thank you. I had the opportunity to attend your coffee, or what was it? Coffee with the
Coffee with the deputies.
deputies this morning at 8 in the morning at the Emergency Operations Center. I thought it was a little early. I thought I'd show up and I wanted to see what kind of response we would get. And I'd like to thank our resident, Gloria Nasawakoyo, who I believe was very helpful in. I know she generally brings up different issues and concerns that she has, and it's good that we heard her out, and she brought a couple of issues related to Veterans Park area and the Vista del Rio homes over there in the Veterans Park area. And hopefully we get some of that addressed, but I also want to thank her for actually going out and recruiting people to come to the meeting. I believe she sent me a text, and there was at least 7 people that she listed, which, by the numbers that the people that appeared, I think we had about 9 people that appeared. So I appreciate that, she went out and recruited some people to come over, and I think that was great. But overall, I really appreciate what you and our new security manager are doing, and that is trying to reach out and doing a couple of different things, to see how things work out, so you can engage people and coming to the meetings. And I think it's great. I'm really happy that we're reinstituting or bringing back our neighborhood watch meetings. And I believe even from this morning there was some comments made with regards to some problem areas, and hopefully also looking at additional neighborhood watch meetings that we should be having in a specific area that was mentioned this morning at the event. So I want to thank you all for the great work that you are doing. Justin, welcome to the team. I appreciate the work that you're already doing with some of the residents. I believe that I've heard some positive feedback from people in terms of him being responsive and listening to their issues and concerns, and taking immediate action in some of these wherever possible. And when he can act on them, he's able to direct appropriate resources to get them to hopefully get them resolved. So I appreciate the work you guys are doing and the great work you're doing together, the teamwork from our CSOs, yourself, the Sheriff's Department, and of course our team under the direction of our new security manager. So I look forward to the new year, and hopefully we'll begin to address some of these issues. I know our councilwoman just mentioned one of our former mayor and council members whose car was stolen right from his home in front of his garage. And I also this morning mentioned that to you this morning, and the others that were there. And in addition to that, I mentioned to you that we had an issue with my neighbor right across from me. His vehicle was stolen as well. He happens to be he does garage door installations, repair, that sort of stuff. So obviously he had a lot of materials in his truck, and all of that went along with it. Hopefully we can begin to address some of these issues. Some of what was discussed and covered this morning also was related to catalytic converter problems. And I know it's been an ongoing problem, but I really would like to see again a proactive approach that we put together. I know we recently increased the amount of money that will reimburse residents in our community if they install security cameras in their home, which is, I think it's a great idea. And in talking to some people, I know that they would like to upgrade their existing systems, but I really think it's more, from my perspective, and I think others, in talking to others on the city council, I believe that what we want is new members of our community to actually have an opportunity to get security systems within our community. I believe they will continue to be a deterrent to ongoing crime in our city. And I believe there's a lot of features that I've sat down with, and I've talked to our acting city manager for the time being related to this. I've talked to our former city manager, and I've highlighted all of these different issues. And I've indicated to them that I thought it was important for us to, one, continue to promote the program, but number two, we also need to continue to make sure that we're up to speed on the different features of most of these cameras that are on the market today, and being able to post some of what we capture out in social media. I don't think we should be, to me, at some point there was some discussion, well, we shouldn't be publicizing this, we shouldn't be putting it out there, but in retrospect, I really think what we should be doing is being as overtly as possible to make sure that we put this information out there, to make sure that our community is aware of what's happening in their respective areas. Whatever crime's happening, we should be making them aware of it, so that they're aware of what's going on in their respective areas. And hopefully we'll begin to get more members of our community engaged and involved in trying to determine who are the folks causing these issues. I personally feel that it's an internal problem that we have within our city, and I'm hoping that we're able to identify who it is, and hopefully, get them either prosecuted or, let law enforcement, take its course in making sure that we get that addressed. But I just want to make sure that those items, that we come back at a future time, and maybe this can be a separate meeting with the city council and our law enforcement and whoever our city not our city manager, but our security manager, and have a discussion about this, because I'd like to see a specific plan that addresses some of these items that we're talking about. And I know we've been taking actions on some of these already, but I'd like to put a plan together so that we can kind of go through it and say, hey, look, here's the problems that we're having, here's the big issues that we see, and here's the plan of action that we have to address some of these issues. But again, I'm just voicing some of these things to you here formally in a meeting, but I do want to commend you again for the great work that you're all doing. And I know that you're doing the best that you can out there, and I know it's a difficult task to undertake. These folks are coming in the middle of the night and doing stuff, and it's hard to, without witnesses, without some sort of evidence to be able to prosecute. It's difficult. So you're put in a very difficult situation, and I know with the laws that have changed also makes it even more harder for you to be able to prosecute and actually get a conviction on some of these. So it's a difficult position to be in, but I would appreciate whatever we can do to try to address some of these ongoing problems that we're having. Thank you. Appreciate
welcome.
your time.
Thank you.
Mr. Mayor, if I may, I'm sorry, I forgot
Yes,
I forgot one thing. For the coffee with the sergeant and the captain, the coffees that you're doing, could there be a consideration for like an evening coffee? I know there's been a lot like during the day, but I believe that working folks would like to also, address some concerns and meet the captain and the sergeant. So, is there like something on the horizon for the evening?
Yes, so we were playing around with the first one we had really early in the morning, 7 to 9. Then we did 8 to 10. And we have different ideas, not just coffee, because I know not everyone's a coffee drinker, so we do have other plans, and we are going to do change of times and change of days to see where we get the most community involvement.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. And again, thank you for your report. All right, we'll move to, well, actually, we'll go ahead and we'll receive and file the captain's report, and I would need a motion to do that. To receive and file
Oh,
captain's report.
So,
I mean, I'm sorry, our sergeant. My
I'll
apologies.
motion to file and receive and file.
second.
Thank you. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Seeing none, motion passes. Thank you. And I believe item number 6, we're going to continue. Is that correct? We're going to move forward with that. Sorry, my apologies. I believe that that wasn't the item that we were yeah, no. Actually, we did. We were going to consider continuing item number 6, correct? Yeah. Yeah, we're going to continue this item to the next meeting. Yeah, this will give the others an opportunity to also weigh in on some of the recommendations being made. Yeah. So, yeah. So we'll just continue. Item number 7, that would be commission and committee appointments. Lena?
We have 2 appointments, but we'll do just your appointment to Planning Commission at this meeting, and I will agendize for Vice Mayor next.
Thank you, and I'll be appointing Jesus Dimas, and I believe he's in the audience today. Jesus, thank you. Appreciate you being here, and I'll provide you all of his personal information. I'll forward it to you. Thank you. As you know, I had my previous commissioner actually moved out of the city now, and so she could no longer serve on the commission, and this is going to be my new appointment. So, thank you. All right, this concludes this item, and I believe item number 8 is going to be continued as well, so we will not be covering this item today. So,
We do need a motion for
at
that
this-
one. For number 8, can we have a motion to continue?
oh, my apologies. Thank you. Appreciate your
I move
guidance
to
on that.
continue. I'll
Um,
move.
We have a
A
motion.
second.
When we have a second. All in favor, say aye, please. Any opposed? All right, motion passes. Item will be continued to the next meeting. Thank you. And at this time, we'll move to city council and successor agency reports, please. Councilmember Rebollo.
I don't have much to report. Congratulations to the Commerce Dance team on being world champions in Hawaii. So thank you for representing the city the way that you do. Trying to think. I'm drawing a blank.
Fresh volleyball?
Fresh Volleyball did amazing this weekend as well. The Commerce Aces had a tournament. Water Polo was also at the Dare to Dream tournament. So we had a busy, Parks and Recreation had a busy weekend with our Model City champions winning and just representing the city the way they do. That's really it. I'm trying to think. This is our first meeting back from vacation, so my brain is still in vacation mode, even though I have to go back to work. Let's see. That's it. So thank you everybody for being here today, and we'll see you next week at the next council meeting.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I too really don't have much. Congratulations to all the teams and happy Martin Luther King.
Thank you. Thank you both for your reports, and just to be redundant, of course, yeah, congratulations to our dance team. We were elated to get the call and get the report that they had won over there, and we were really pleased and happy. Of course, we posted it on Facebook, and a lot of folks in the community responded, and we're very happy to hear the good news. So again, congratulations to our dance team, also our crush volleyball team. We had an opportunity to go to some of their one of their games over in Anaheim, and oh my gosh, that was so exciting. Our girls were awesome, unbelievable. They were just very competitive, and they had two really close games, and you were just at the edge of your seat, just but it was very exciting. So they were really tough. They were really awesome, and they deserved those wins. They were great. My wife, our kids, and we were out there and we really enjoyed it. Of course, we also had the opportunity to attend our Commerce Aces here in Commerce. They had a competition. They weren't quite as successful, but I can see that they're improving day by day, and there's a lot of good work that's being done over there by their coaches. And I know they've had some losses as well with some of the excuse me, some of the kids on the teams that they've lost. But overall, I see a great deal of improvement. I look forward to this season. I think they'll continue on and do well in the coming season. With that, I believe that concludes my report. Welcome back, everybody. I wanted to welcome all our city staff. Appreciate all the great work you've done in last year, and we look forward to the upcoming year. Obviously, we have some challenges moving forward here in the city, but nothing we can't get done. We have complete confidence in all of you and the work that you've been doing and will do moving forward into the next year. I really believe that we're gonna have a good year. There's a lot of good projects ahead of us, and a big emphasis will be put on making sure that we begin to move some of these projects and get some things done here in the city. And if I may say so, I'm specifically going to say that we need to finish the Telegraph corridor improvements over there. I think they've been sitting for far too long, and we need to move forward and finally make some things happen here in the city, which I think will benefit all of our city. From an employment standpoint, from a revenue generating standpoint, from putting the city in a position to be a great destination to come and shop and then just enjoy. I think all the way around, I think it'll be a good thing for the city. So we need to see what we can do to make all these different projects moving forward and makes things happen. I think we've been idle for too long, and we need to move forward. And so there'll be a series of meetings in the near future that you'll see happening, and we'll continue to move forward, and we're going to prioritize things and just focus in, zero in on them, and get them going. We need to make things happen. So I'm really looking forward to this next year. So again, thank you all. Appreciate all of you, and Happy New Year to all of you. And at this point, we're going to be adjourning our meeting, and when we do, we would want to adjourn in memory of Raul Ilenis Jr. And let me reemphasize this is Raul Ilenis Jr., the son of one of my commissioners, Raul Ilenis, who serves as my senior commissioner. I just want to express our sincere condolences to him and his family in the loss of his son. So anyways, I ask that you keep him in your thoughts and prayers. Thank you. And at this point, we're now adjourned. Thank you.